All right, back again, out with the Vendetta. Gonna try to hit 100 miles an hour today. Hopefully everything goes well. We've got it zeroed out, 12 satellites. We're gonna go ahead and hit track, start. It's already testing. This will be the first pull. We're gonna take it light, make sure everything's good, and see if this thing will hit 100 miles an hour. Only thing I've done is a battery change. Everything else is stock. Okay, we are leveled up. I don't see any cars. Oh, truck is coming. Truck pulled out of the driveway. That was just past half trigger, and that thing was moving. So let's pick it up. We're gonna hit stop, read 96 miles an hour. Almost there. I'm going to check motor temps, and then we'll full speed rip this thing. So let me pop the lid and check temps. And see how this motor's doing. And see how this body is doing. Finally got some temperature to it, but it's still ice cold. Where's my temp gun? There it is. So we are 82 on the ESC. Motor is at 108. It's cooling down real fast. It's already at 93. Everything seems happy. So I'm going to let it cool down just a little bit, let that motor cool way down. It's already at 80 degrees. And we'll be right back and we'll do another one. See if I could stay in it longer. Remember, everything's still the way it was, just a battery change. We'll be right back. All right, let it cool down. 12 satellites. We are testing. See if we can do it this time. So I was just a little past halfway on the trigger. I didn't want to cook the motor if the temps were going to get too hot. I never recommend overspinning a motor like I'm doing now, or overvolting a motor. But remember, a motor's just a motor. Whatever voltage you're going to put into it, it's going to spin until it just doesn't. It can't take it no more. We used to do it with fuel pumps on our drag cars with booster pumps. We would overspin them to get more fuel pressure. Kenny Bell, some of the stuff I learned drag racing. Okay, I don't see any cars. Let's give it a shot. I think it cut out because I was in the trigger and it slowed down. Still moves though. This little thing is impressive. This little body is really impressing me. Now I did hit full trigger for about 1, maybe 2 seconds. Did it do it? Stop. Read 104. There you go, guys. 104. $100 mph, just like I said, with stock gearing and just an ESC change. And that's why this thing impresses me. I'm not even running good battery packs or anything in this thing. I'm running a basher pack that's really old because I didn't want to put all that power to this motor, because I just don't know how much these tires are going to take. And that's the biggest thing, is how much power are these tires going to hold. Let's pop the lid and take a look. My camera was pointed down. Hopefully it caught all that. I believe it did. Let's see. So we got a red flashing light. That was probably the cutoff. Yeah, I think it cut off for temperature on the motor. So I'm going to show you the battery I'm running. Let me power this off. This motor's still ice cold. Wires are a little hot. So here we go. This is a old 6S pack that's been bashed really hard. Beat up. 50C, 104 miles an hour. 6S, like I said, the only change I made to this, other than what you get out of the box, is an ESC change. No gear change. I do have the arrow off the back. I got the speed wing on it, left the motor, and I just changed the ESC, and I ran it on 4S and 6S. 4S will do mid 90s. 6S, I still don't think I got a full run out of this thing, but that's still the factory gearing in this thing. And as you see, the diffs and everything handled it. And the reason I'm running Spectrum and not Castle or anything like that, especially when running on this motor, there's a lot of safety features in this thing. So if it sees anything funny, it's going to shut down and not catch fire. And that's why I opted to go this route. But there you go, guys. 104 miles an hour. You gotta love it. And take a look at these tires. Tires are still looking mint. I don't see ballooning. I don't see ungluing. Just take a look at the bottom of this body. We did touch down on that rear. We touched down on this rear too. So I'm gonna raise up the rear of the body. Because I know that's tire growth. That's the tires expanding, because right there is it bottomed out, and the tires expand a little bit, it'll run. Now I did, because of the 6S pack, I screwed up both sides of the rear to compensate for the weight, and the front I left still no spring tension. So I cranked the rear all the way up, left the front all the way down, and that's it. There we go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, I just wanted to touch on a little point before people start just throwing in big ESCs and cooking motors. I don't recommend throwing in a big ESC and leaving the factory motor when it's not designed to run on the voltage I'm putting to it. Can it do it? Yes. How long can it do it for? I don't know. The whole purpose of me doing this speed run this way with this ESC change was due to the tires, the axle, all the plastic components, the spur gear, the differentials, all that stuff. I know I can throw in a big power system into this thing. And I know people are going to do it. But all that's going to happen is you're going to pop a tire, you're going to break an axle, you're going to spin out, lose control of the thing. And remember, these things are still going to go over 100 miles an hour. So it can do it. We see it. But I just don't feel that this platform needs a ton of power to go 100 miles an hour. I just don't feel it. I think it can be done on a low voltage with the proper setup. The chassis, the body, everything is, working phenomenally. And it just doesn't need a ton of power to where halfway through your run, the thing's spinning sideways and coming at you. I don't think it needs that kind of power to run over 100 miles an hour. I know guys are going to be pushing it. I know that they're going to lose control. They're going to crash these things. But if you take it smart, you do it smartly, and you slowly move up in speed to see where the breaking point is, the odds of you just getting this thing going out and busting stuff, and breaking stuff and blowing up tires and snapping the center differential and snapping axles and then sliding out of control and crashing, you're going to be wondering, why halfway through your run or at the end of your run this thing veered off hard right or hard left because it blew a tire and slammed into a curb or ran into somebody. So remember, speed runs, they are dangerous. You got to be smart when doing them. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be smart, go up slowly on speed to see where, the braking part is. As soon as I start seeing a tire start to come unglued, or you start seeing a center line right here to where the tire is stretching and starting to crack, you know you're maxing out on your tires. They've already grown beyond the point to where they're starting to rub on the body. So they are growing a good 1/2 inch, because that's the clearance I had once the chassis hit the ground, to the body. So I know it's growing to a 1/2 inch already. How much are they going to grow? When they start growing up to 1 inch, that kind of stuff, you're only running on the center part that's touching the ground, which is going to make it very unstable. So I think Arrma is coming out with different compounds, some stiffer compounds for this, and I think that's really going to help us when these things finally get released. But there you go, guys. Just a little disclaimer. You know, I always overpower motors because a motor's just a motor. It's going to take power until it can't take it no more, and it's going to let go. It's going to smoke. So, and I know this, and that's why I do one run. You can't go speed run direction, turn it around, speed run the other direction, turn it around, drive it back to you, and expect it not to melt down. This is a one and done setup for me. Temperatures are still cold, but running back to back to back and heating this stuff up, it's just going to cause a fire, or it's going to cause something to burn. I'm pushing these components to its maximum right here, at least with this 3900 kV motor. But we're going to continue to push it until it can't go no more. At least I am. What are you guys going to do? I can't wait to see it. Just showing that all you really need is an ESC change to go 100 miles an hour. Don't have to change gearing, don't have to run excessive temperatures, don't need all that power into this little plastic RC just to break triple digits. You just don't need it. But there you go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on my next video. Appreciate everybody watching.